Hi Pete, may as well jump in here. I remember a few years back you tweeted about trying to get Cian Healy to do a scrummaging session with you. Just want to ask you about his achievement of getting to 100 Ireland caps this weekend and maybe some of the stuff you might learn from him on the training pitch.
Yeah, I think that tweet was a dice roll a good few years ago now, but no, obviously 100 caps is incredible achievement, especially in the front row. I suppose he's been around a long time now, and I suppose his body's been through the mill, but to reach 100 caps is something special. And yeah, as coming in here as a young lad, he's always my idol, and still is my idol, I suppose. Always looked up to him, and the man's a freak in terms of strength and power and everything. And try and replicate that is obviously tough. But picked up a few tricks of the trade throughout the years from him. He has been a great mentor, and I suppose it's great to see him to get 100 caps at the weekend.
And Pete, just wondered about your reaction to this Champions Cup draw that was made about an hour ago, and the fact that you're going to be playing against Northampton and Montpellier a bit later this year.
Yeah, we just got word. We came in off pitch there and got word that we're playing Northampton and Montpellier. Obviously, Northampton been more familiar to us. Been a good hunting ground the last few years, and myself played there a good few times, even I think back to Irish 20s and then pre-season, but I've never played a competitive fixture there. So yeah, look, we're I suppose looking at this block of games first, and that's only new news to us, so we haven't really I suppose digested that too much, but be two tough challenges. Obviously Northampton, big physical English team who have been going well, and Northampton or Montpellier will be providing a strong test as well.
Hi Peter, how are you approaching, how are you viewing this block of games with all the internationals going to be away for such a long period of time? It must be a huge opportunity to get a solid amount of game time and a kind of good chance to impress everyone.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose for a front five or anyone you talk to that's in the front five, just getting a run of games together is massive. Getting that sharpness, I suppose a big test to come with Glasgow on Monday night. And for myself, yeah, it's just getting that game time, that constant game time, being match sharp and being, I suppose, match fit makes a big difference to me. I find the more I play, the better you become, and yeah, looking forward to I suppose a run of games.
Just that Monday night element, Peter. It's obviously new, and Munster were the first ones to go last week. Must be weird having your weekend, but knowing there's a match at the end of it.
Yeah, I know. Kieran Parker was talking to a few of the Munster lads, and they said they're kind of all over the place. It feels like a Monday evening for me now, but it's actually a Wednesday. It's your first day of, I suppose, work to the week. It's weird, Wednesday evening, but I suppose with nothing else going on, and I suppose we were lucky just to be able to play rugby and train. It doesn't really make a difference what day of the week it is. Nothing's open or anything, so we're blessed that we can actually go in and go to Glasgow and play a game with the lads, so that we're not really, I suppose, focusing on what day of the week it is, but just enjoying that we can play.
What have you made of Glasgow from what you've seen?
Yeah, tough. It's obviously going to be tough over there. We've had fierce battles over the years. Good win there last year, and they'll obviously be chomping at the bit after getting bet by the Ospreys at the weekend. But tough team at home in Scotstoun. Bet Scarlets there 2 weeks ago, so I know well they'll have a chip on their shoulder against us and be looking to tear into us on Monday night.
Just finally for me, what's the kind of buzz been around Dan? I mean, he must have been absolutely delighted for him to come back and make that return and play so well when he came back, and I'm sure it's given everyone a bit of a lift.
Yeah, 100%. Just gives everyone that little boost. It's great to see him, I suppose, not just play but play well and be stuck in everything, typical Dan Levy style. But yeah, it gives everyone a lift. And even for training, to see him back in training and no more than he deserves. He's worked so hard over the last 18 months and a fabulous player, and I've no doubt he'll get back to his heights pre his injury. So and everyone looks forward to rowing in behind them.
Peter, in relation to Dan Levy, Leo Cullen was saying that playing at the RDS for Dan was a bit like a training run in a way. Is there a big difference between playing in the RDS now under the COVID conditions, and then is there a big difference when you play away under the COVID conditions?
Obviously, yeah, the atmosphere that the RDS does provide gives you great energy and stuff, and we obviously miss the fans and that. But going away from home, then I suppose you do get that energy as well, being like the away team and kind of being a hostile environment and stuff. But it is different. Obviously, a lot less distractions and stuff like that. But no, it is a bit different. We have to generate our own energy, and we obviously miss the crowd in the RDS is massive. And but away from home, I suppose you do thrive off the crowd as well, which gives you a boost. But yeah, it is different.
But does playing at home now under COVID conditions seem like a training session sometimes?
I wouldn't say a training session, but we played at great intensity. We tried to play with massive intensity at the weekend. It's a bit different. We do as much physical contact and training and stuff. And when you're clued in for match day, you're like putting your body on the line, and that's where training's a bit different. I suppose you're not going hell for leather as much, but match day is match day, and you put it all out there, yeah.
Big win last weekend against Ebre, 9 tries. It's a lot of the new guys, the younger guys coming in seem to be playing well. How do you think generally the blend of youth and experience is going at the moment?
Yeah, very good. We were watching clips of the last time we played with Glasgow this morning, and Caelan Doris and Will Connors were playing, and you see they've gone on to Ireland now, and it's time for someone new to step up to the plate. Like Scott Penny played very well at the weekend. Tommy O'Brien as well was exceptional, and then you've the lads making their debut, Dan Cian scoring 2 tries, and that's what we see these periods as we call it, this the own the jersey period, and it's time for people to step up. Doesn't matter what age you are, how many caps you have, so you have to, if you're given the jersey, you have that responsibility to do it justice and play well for Leinster. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 cap or 250 caps like Dev. I suppose you just have to treat it with the respect it deserves.
Yeah, and just in relation to playing away with COVID, do you think that say in the RDS, if the fans are there, you have the support of the crowd? Do you think, say, when you play away, then that it's maybe easier to play away against opposition?
I suppose it's never easy playing away, but I suppose looking at Monday night, it's going to be tough in Scotstoun. I played my first game last weekend at home, so I've been lucky enough I haven't played away from home yet. But no, I suppose we're looking forward to the challenge. I haven't been out of the country in nearly 10 months, so nice to get out. Obviously we won't be venturing too far from the hotel room, but to play an away game, and I suppose we'll thrive on that. And we've had fierce battles with Glasgow, and look forward to playing away in Scotstoun, yeah.
Pete, can I just ask you about the competition in the front row at the moment? I mean, Ed Byrne has now emerged as an international player. You've got Andrew Porter who can play on both sides. You already mentioned how good Cian is. That's a hell of a lot of competition you've got for those positions in the front row at the province right now.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose with the lads being away with Ireland, I suppose we've touched on already, the opportunities for me now to play well for Leinster and hopefully put my hand up for selection here. I was happy enough how my run of games are going before lockdown, and then a bit of an injury and setback, and that's the joys of professional rugby. And Ed had his chance then the last few weeks and played very well and deserved of a call up to Ireland to get his first cap, and then Cian playing well and 100 caps as well, which is special. So I suppose it's just up to me. I can only worry about my own area and stuff, and play well for Leinster now, and then see what happens from there.